Hello and welcome to TLL Rent. If you've rented our Explorer's 6-berth motorhome, in particular the Rimor Evo5, then this handover video is for you. My name's Steph and I'm going to take you on a virtual walk around of the vehicle and show you everything that you'll need to know so you have a smooth and enjoyable journey in our motorhome or camper van. So the first panel we'll come to on the driver's side of the vehicle is the electric hookup point. So you will find the electric hookup cable in the boot of the vehicle, just in case of plugging in there and plugging into the campsite where you are. So the next compartment then is one of the garage doors. So on your keys, you'll find a habitational key that will open every compartment on the outside of the vehicle, as well as your habitational door. So to open these locks, just a case of putting in, turn, and then push, and the levers will pop out. Massive storage space within this vehicle. And say there's your electric cable and your water hose. So just round the back of the vehicle then, as you can see up top there, rear view camera, and you have a bike rack here. So bike rack, really simple to use. Pull down, you can store 4 bikes, and then you have your bars then to hold them in place. And on your on your vehicle key ring, you will find a couple of locks in to secure the bike locks in place. So passenger side of the vehicle, you have another compartment there to get into the garage area, and the next compartment will be the toilet cassette. So we do ask that you empty this for us on return. Key in, unlock, push the buttons in and release. Okay, so take this tank out. There's a wee blue lever here. Lift up and pull your cassette out nice and gently. Okay, so it's a wee button there to release pressure, and then just turn the nozzle out, unscrew, and then you just tip that into the black water waste. Okay, cap back on and nozzle around. So to clean out the inside of the tank, slide the lever forward, the panel forward, and then just twist, and that will open it all up. You can rinse that out. We drop a toilet chemical in, close it up, and cover back on. Okay. Back inside and just make sure it clicks into place. So next one is fresh water. So we'll give you a full tank of fresh water if you do happen to be running low on your travels. Hose in the back of the van there, and then you can top it up here. So it just works like any fuel cap. Key in, twist, and then just unscrew, hose in and fill it up. Now there's nothing to stop the water coming out. Once it is full, it'll just start overflowing, and then you know you can stop. And cap back in and lock it up. Okay, so next we have your LPG gas. So again, key in, turn, and open. So 2 full tanks of gas. When you do get to your campsite or wherever you're parking up, make sure you switch both tanks on just by the yellow nozzle there. And there's a little gauge on top of each tank. You can see green, yellow and red. So if you're getting down into the yellow and the red, you'll know you'll need to get more gas. This is where you would top it up. So it's a gas low system, just a case of plugging the hose in there and pumping until your tanks are full. That was a good idea to Google ahead to find out where your nearest LPG station will be when you're on your travels, just in case you do need to use it. Gas tank switched off again for traveling, and then just close and lock it up again. So the last little compartment then on the passenger side is the fuel flap. So the vehicle will be full of diesel and AdBlue. You just bring it back full of diesel. So you have to open the passenger side door to access this. Pull the flap and then just straight in there. There's nothing to unscrew, just the nozzle just goes straight into the hole then. Close back over and close your door. So the only other thing on the outside of the vehicle is the waste water disposal. So this will be the water from your shower and your sinks. So once your freshwater tank is draining, and you'll notice that on the little panel above the door, that will mean that your grey water tank is automatically filling up. So whenever you do need to top up a freshwater, you will need to empty this at the same time. This one's pretty simple, just a lever here beside the exhaust and beside the hab door. You just pull that lever out and the wastewater will drain out from the tank. When it's emptied, then push the lever back in. It is a wee bit stiff, so don't be worried about pulling it. So just in the top corner here, you have a sticker which will show your width, your height, your weight and the length of the vehicle. And we also have an e-flow tag on the vehicles. So if you're heading down Dublin direction, you pull up the toll barriers, the barrier should lift itself automatically. If it doesn't, just pay for it and keep the receipt. So front area of the vehicle then, manual 6-speed gearbox. Reverse gear on this particular vehicle is lift up, across and up. You have a rear view camera there as well, so as soon as you put it in reverse, that will show up for you. Everything else is fairly standard. You have your cruise control, etc., wipers, indicators. Driver's door, then you have your switches to operate the windows, and just beside that you have your control knob for the wing mirrors. Your lights are also on this side as well. At night time, before you go to bed, don't lock the vehicle with a key. That will trigger the internal sensors. If you get up to use the bathroom or anything, the alarm will start screaming at you. There's a button on the door here. Use that to lock the vehicle up. So this van is 6 berth and 6 belt. So you have a double bed up top here. There's little curtains up there for convenience at night, just for a wee bit more privacy, and a ladder to get up into it. So just store that up there out of the way during the day. And then this pushes up out of the way just to give you a wee bit more head height in the vehicle, especially coming in and out from the front. Okay, so we're going to make our way from the front to the back end of the vehicle. So starting just behind the driver's seat here, a couple of little storage compartments. In this bottom one here, there are some night blinds for the windows at the front here, just to make it a little bit darker. There are curtains here that pull around as well, but if you like it extra dark, then the blinds are in there. They just clip onto the windows there with little sucker pads. Next we have our little gas oven and grill. Okay, nothing too complicated, just turn it round to the temperature and then the little pilot light to get it going once you've got your gas switched on, and there's a little light inside there as well. Fridge freezer then, so we will generally always set your fridge in automatic for you. That means it'll find its own source whenever you're parked up, whether that be it running on the vehicle battery when you're driving, the gas or the electric if you're hooked up to a campsite. So it's a very good sized fridge with a little freezer compartment and a little storage drawer at the bottom there as well. So your dining area then of this vehicle, this does convert into a small double bed, so we are going to show you how to assemble this. So the first thing you'll need to do is, in the garage, you'll need to grab all your bits and pieces required to make the bed up. It is like a little jigsaw puzzle, but we'll give it a go, we'll show you how it works. The first thing we need to do is disassemble the table. So you bend the leg up, okay? Lift the table off its rail, and then this will slot down onto little runners beneath the seat pads. Okay, so it fits like that. This little cream board, you pull the table out and away from the wall. Slot the board in at the back there. Okay, up against the wall, and then just tighten that up. Okay, so once you have your table disassembled and soldered in and the board in, flip the seat pads over, and then with your extra grey pads, there is a little soft square one here. Slot that one in there. The back of this slots in here. And the end of each bed, sorry, the end of each seat, there's a little leather pull, so that just pulls out both sides. And they sit on, and that makes up your second double bed. So we will have mattress protectors that you can cover all that over with. So your TV then, it will be tuned for the north of Ireland here whenever you pick the vehicle up. If you're going into the south, then you will just need to use the remote and retune it. And the remote control will generally be kept up here. So there is an aerial post here as well. If you do need, if your reception's not very good, you can increase the height of the aerial there. In here you will also find first aid kit, fire blanket, high-vis, warning triangle, and this little blue folder here. So this document folder contains all the manuals to do with the vehicle. So if you do have any issues with any of the control panels, the cooker, the fridge, have a wee look in here, and hopefully you'll be able to find some information on what to do. Also, you will find emergency contact details. Okay, so this vehicle belongs to Ford. This is a Ford. So if you have any issues with the mechanical side of the vehicle, you'll contact Ford, your UK or European breakdown, depending if you're in north or south of Ireland. Any issues with the back end of the vehicle, the habitational side, we are available on a work mobile number. You can send us a WhatsApp message and the technician will get back to you. Sometimes the technician likes to do a video call because it's easier for him to see what the problem is, and then it's easier for him to tell you how to fix it. And 9 times out of 10 things are fixable when you're out on the road. On the unlikely event that you're involved with any incidents or accidents, we do ask that you get as much information as you can on the little accident report form within this folder as well. There's plenty of bedtime reading in there if you are stuck with anything. We also have loads of videos on our YouTube channel of the workings of all the vehicles, so you can check that out as well. So, main control panel of the vehicle, you have your on-off switch. You turn it on, and then up the top here you have little buttons there for various lights around the van. Just below it there, it is a wee bit hard to see, but just below it there's a wee eye, that's your information button. So that'll show you there at the moment the water tank is full and your leisure battery is down slightly, but as you're driving the vehicle will charge, the battery will charge. The next one is the water pump. So if you find there's no water coming out of your taps, you'll know your water pump's not switched on. The next one is a little van with a light bulb on it. That's a little awning light outside, and the bottom two, you don't need to do anything with those. You can turn on various lights, you can turn them all off, and just below here on the panel there's a little panel there as well for switching lights on and off as well without reaching up to your control panel. You have your hab door on this side, the driver's side of the vehicle, and then there's a little fly screen there as well if the door's open. Stop the bugs coming in. So kitchen area then of your vehicle, just above the kitchen area you have a couple of little cupboards, just a little lever underneath, lift up, and you've got loads of storage on both sides there. Your gas cooker. So like any standard gas cooker, just push, hold, and pilot light. Hold it for a few seconds until it's lit, and then that's it. It's just the gas is off at the moment, so it's not going to light properly. And then just again make sure everything's switched off after use. Please don't put the glass down if you have been cooking, just until everything's cold or the glass will shatter. You have your little sink. Just flexible top there. Okay. All good. It just stores away. Keep it flat. Little window area. These are quite delicate, so just be careful with them. Just push buttons and in and turn to open your window, and then just back in and click them back in place again. So just staying in the kitchen area, this applies to all the windows in the van, your blinds for night time. So during the day, if you have your windows open, you have your fly screens, and at night time then you have your blackout blinds, or you can split between the two. Heating and hot water then. So it's a Rmor heating panel, quite easy to use this one. If you don't do anything, the screen just goes dark. Just push the button and it will light up. So the first little icon flashing there is the little motorhome. So that's going to be the heating in the van. So push the button to get into it. At the moment it's off. You can turn the heating up to whatever temperature you want. It goes right up to 30 degrees there, which is tropical. Decide on your temperature, push the button again, and it will start to heat your van. So at the moment it's starting to look for the gas, but it's obviously not switched on at the moment. If you were plugged into the campsite, it would automatically go on to the electric at your campsite. So again, push the button, back into it, switch it off, push it again. So next one then is the hot water. Again, push it. At the moment it's off. Economical, suitable for washing your dishes. Hot mode, suitable for your shower, and then boost if you want hot water in about 20 minutes. Otherwise it takes about an hour to heat the tank. So whatever option you choose then, again, push the button, and just at the top there you can see the gas bottle. So it's going to start to look for the gas to heat the hot water. But as I said, with the heating, if you're plugged into the campsite, it'll work off the electric. So back into it and just switch it off again. And the last one there is just the vents around the van. So into your vents, and that's just the fan speed for the heat coming out. And that's you. So the little van is the heating and the little thermometer then is for the hot water. 3-pin plug sockets, so they will only work if you are hooked up to the campsite. They will not work off your leisure battery, okay? So just below the kitchen area then you have plenty of storage, drawers and cupboards, and to the right hand side then you have a wardrobe area and again another little storage compartment down below. Okay, so to open your skylight, grab the bar, pull it down a little bit and then slide. And same again, pull it down and slide it back. Very important that you close all windows, all skylights whenever the vehicle is moving. Okay. So just the back end of the vehicle then, you have a storage door that will lead you into the garage area, which is really handy if you want to dump your stuff in there and you need easy access to it without going outside. And then we have the second double bed in the vehicle. So there is a little ladder here, just clips in. Windows at the back there, window to the bottom again with the fly screens and the blackout blinds. There is 2 little lights up there as well. And if there are kids in this vehicle, there is a guardrail that comes out, oops, and will clip up into the roof there, just so nobody falls out. And there's also a little privacy curtain. Okay, so bathroom in this van is actually really nice because you have a separate toilet and a separate shower. Now it took us a few minutes to find these, but we got there eventually. The lights in here, so if you do come in the dark, just up in here you'll see 2 little blue buttons. So the shower, really cool actually, a rainfall shower. You also have a little hose that comes out here as well if need be, so you have your tap control and your shower control over there. So toilet then, flush panel here, blue button to flush your toilet. Once your tank outside is filled, there will be a little light come up here to alert you. The actual toilet itself, so inside there's a grey disc. Now that grey disc is the top of the tank outside that we took out. So to use the bathroom or toilet, you need to open the disc first of all. Do whatever you need to do. Close the lid, flush it, close that back over. It's good practice, just means you'll not forget to do that before you take the tank out, and it also will stop any smells and stuff coming up through the toilet. So that was a quick look around the vehicle. If you have any further questions, please don't hesitate to ask us on day of pickup and we'll answer all your queries before you leave site. If you'd like to rent this vehicle or anything else on our fleet, please don't hesitate to contact us. You can get us on the website, which is www.thompsonleisure.com, or you can call us on 02892 693 999. Option 2 will put you through to the rental department where you'll get myself or Sarah. Thank you for watching.